Hey, welcome back to Major Slack Videos, your first stop for easy Elden Ring gameplay. You don't need to get good, you just need to get slack. Alright, so we are continuing to prep for the upcoming DLC Shadow of the Erdtree, now 16 days away. I figure one of the best ways to get prepared is to build up a large arsenal of varied weapons. And on that note, I think the first order of business is to upgrade the Great Stars hammer to plus 24. This baby right here. Great Stars. This is a really excellent weapon. This weapon does strike damage, bleed damage, also recovers 1% health on every hit, and it's a standard weapon that supports many Ashes of War, including Lion's Claw and Sacred Blade. And it's just an all-around really excellent strike weapon to have and to upgrade and to hold dearly. We first got this weapon by defeating Magnus the Beast Claw as part of the Vari questline. You can see that in part 18 of my Elden Ring Express walkthrough. I'll put a link to that in the video description. Alright, so that's the order of business in today's video. Upgrade. We already have it in our possession. If you've been following my Elden Ring Express walkthrough, you have it in your possession. Like I said, if you don't, you have to follow through Vari's questline. Just go to part 18 of my Elden Ring Express walkthrough, and that will explain everything. You get it by defeating Magnus the Beast Claw up here. Looking for the Bridge of Inequity. Bingo, right there, Bridge of Inequity. And you meet Magnus the Beast Claw here at Wraith Blood Ruins. I've also heard tell that there's this carriage that patrols down here. I've seen it before. I don't see it now in my current game, but it patrols down here. Stop that carriage and the Great Stars hammer is in the back of that carriage. It's being like pulled by a bunch of trolls. I've seen it. I haven't done that in a long time, but the way we got it is by defeating Magnus the Beast Claw. Right? So that's it. Saddle up, lock and load, let's get to it.
Major Slack Videos.
Okay, we last left off. We had just finished killing Moog, the Lord of Blood. So we are now ready for the DLC. Apparently this is how you access the DLC, interact with this thing here. The only other requirement is that you beat Radahn. And we did that a long time ago in the Express walkthrough. Right, so now I want to do another respec. We have money, let's spend all this money. Doesn't matter where you put it, we're going to respec. I want to respec for, how should we say, versatility. Alright, so I'm just throwing all these points into strength for now. And let me just straighten out my inventory here. Swap this out for the Spectral Steed Whistle. And the loadout. We want this Carrying Regal Scepter, take that out. For now, let's put in the Meteoric Ore Blade. And the bow. It's going to be very useful later on. And some golden arrows. Banished Knight Shield plus 25, Meteorite Staff, and the Staff of Loss. That's going to put us in heavy load. We're going to fix that by hooking up the Arsenal Charm plus 1. These two are kind of like my wild cards. For now, let's throw in the Ritual Sword Talisman and the, or rather, Arrow's Reach. Okay, so there's my 4 talismans. And the Carry Knight armor. One thing I forgot to do, I should have done that earlier, is to put the standard affinity back on my shield. No skill, standard affinity for the best guard counter. And spells. Just reorganize our spells. Get it ready for a return to the Crumbling Fair Missoula to get the Shard of Alexander. That's coming up in the next video. Take all these out. Start off with Terra Magica. Next. Full Moon, next. Comet Azure, next. Night Comet, next. Rock Sling, next. Loretta's Great Bow, and finally, Cannon of Haima. Done and done. Flasks, let's put them back into Sorcerer mode instead of melee mode. 4 and 10. Wondrous Physic, we won't be needing it now, so let's put this into emergency, what I call emergency mode, which would be, just in case shit happens, pardon my French, so we use Crimson Burst Crystal tier, and the Opaline Heart tier. This is kind of roaming around emergency mode. Okay, let's go respec. We're going to respec for versatility. Hey, Queenie, how you doing?
Ah, now is it thy way? Now.
Okay, this is largely to correct an error I made. I somehow threw an extra point into intelligence. I don't remember when I did it. Somebody could probably tell me, but I want to put that back down to 65. And in the process, I figured there's a few other things we could do to make ourselves much more versatile for the upcoming DLC. So, start off with 55 in vigor. Intelligence up to 65, not 66. Strength. I want strength up to 17 so that we can use the Great Star's hammer. That will require strength 22. With the benefit of Godrick's Great Rune, we get an extra 5 points from that, which will bring it up to 22. That way we can use the Great Stars. Next, faith. I want faith up to 11. That way, with plus 5 from Godrick's Great Rune, that will bring it up to 16. And at that point, we can use the Blasphemous Blade. Okay, once again, respecting for versatility. Next, endurance as it was. And finally, all the rest of the points into mind. Should bring it up to 25. There we go. Okay, we're rolling nicely. Let's say we wanted to use the Blasphemous Blade. All we have to do is just put in the Two Fingers Heirloom Talisman, and that will bring our faith up to 21, which is what is required for the Blasphemous Blade. Perfect. Okay, so now we can use the Blasphemous Blade anytime you like. For now, let's slap back in the Ritual Sword, and we can now also use the Great Star's Hammer. Versatile! Yeah, that's the way to do it. Alright, let's go upgrade the Great Stars. What did I call it? The Great Hammer? Great Stars, yes. It's going to require a metric ton of smithing stones. Your mileage may vary. Checking my inventory. I have 4 2s and 1 5. So I got a list here of how many smithing stones I need to bring this baby up to plus 25. And I got a kind of a to-do list to finance the whole operation. Actually, I think I got some bell bearings to throw in. Here we go. Alright, so I need 12 1s, 8 2s, 12 3s, 12 4s, 11 5s, and 12 6s, 12 7s, and wait a minute, 12 6s, 12 6s, 12 7s, and 12 8s. Alright, so let's start off with 12 1s. 8 2s, 12 3s, 12 4s, 11 5s, and 12 6s. I'm gonna run out of money here. Well, let's just hook up the Great Stars. It is hooked up. Let's go upgrade it, and then take an inventory of what we need to finish it off. I also have the remembrance of this guy here. Remembrance of the Blood Lord. Won't be needing that, so let's sell it off. Alright. Great Stars. Should be able to bring it up to plus 19. And we are short smithing stone 7. Did I not buy any? Forgot to buy 2. Smithing stones 7. 2, please. Okay, now we can bring it up to plus 19. Once again, your mileage may vary.
Now.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're out of money. Let's go get some more money by doing stuff that we need to do anyways. Which is another great weapon that we need, because we don't have a good slash weapon. And as a sorcerer, one of the best... Actually, now we're going to go get the Death's Poker. That's something else that we're going to do in a later video. Yeah, so we're going to go get the Death's Poker, which is another great weapon for a sorcerer or spellblade. And let's go slap the Sacred Blade on the Great Stars. As you can see, it supports Lion's Cliffs. Look at all this. A lot of great Ashes of War that can go on this. For now, put the Sacred Blade, Sacred Affinity. That's going to be very useful for the next video. For now, let's leave that on. That might come in handy. Alright, so up over to Caelid. Southern Aeonia Swamp Bank. Go there. We are now after the Death's Poker, an absolutely devastating weapon, perfect for a spellblade. To get this, we're going to have to defeat a Deathrite Bird boss, which only comes out at night. So wait till nightfall. Okay, make sure you got your bow hooked up and a supply of golden arrows. Ritual Sword Talisman, Arrows Reach Talisman. But for now, we have to take out that big bird up on the hill there. So to do that, I'm just gonna zap him with some Comet Azure. Okay, that, see, like right above my girl's head there. There's the Deathrite Bird right there. Don't go there yet. To show you a dead easy way to take him down. Just get up on... Pardon me. Sorry. Get up on this flat rock here and cast Terra Magica. Switch over to Comet Azure and just zap the fucker. Pardon my French. Oh, I didn't get close enough. Okay, get a little closer. Let's try that again. Terra Magica. Comet Azure. There we go. Now that he's out of the way, we can use this big flat rock here to take on the Deathrite Bird, and he never comes closer than here. Never. So, great way to take him on. Try to hit his head to get a lot more damage. Occasionally he shoots stuff at you, but it doesn't reach. Okay, smoke him if you got him. This could take a minute or two. Try to lead him and get headshots to get more damage. Like that. Yeah, you can't come over here, can you? You're tethered. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, he's close to death. Let's take a gold pickle foul foot. Uh-oh, here come the authorities. Thousand runes and the Death's Poker. This is a wicked weapon. And as you can see, skills with intelligence, does frost build up, and its attack, Ghost Flame Ignition. It's just deadly. It's got a follow-up strong attack, follow-up light attack. Fantastic acquisition for a Spellblade. Alright, so we got that, plus we earned some money. Let's go back and buy some more smithing stones. Always spend the money we have on smithing stones, so if you screw up, the game can't take away your smithing stones, it can only take away your money, right? So, we have the Grey Stars up to plus 19, that means we need 10 7s and 12 8s. Let's do an inventory. We have no smithing stones. Ten 7s, and you can only buy 3 8s, but let's just use this money to upgrade the Grey Stars, and we'll buy the 8s later. Alright, plus 21. Next, we're going to work our way to Castle Sol, which is essential. So up here to Freezing Lake, up in the mountaintops of the Giants. Alright, Great Stars plus 21 with Sacred Blade on you. We've invested a lot in you. Time to earn your pay. Okay, so from this side of Grace here, Freezing Lake, up here in the mountaintops of the Giants, we're going to go up here along this ridge here, and eventually to a Tiber Mariner boss fight right around here. And eventually we're going to go do Castle Sol completely, so that we can get the right half of the secret medallion. I forget what it's called, but the medallion that will allow us into the Erdtree, so that we can open up the consecrated snowfield. Hey, we'll get into that later. For now, let's whack some skeletons. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically we just want to go along this ridge here, this cliffside. Just follow the cliff's edge all the way along. I'm gonna run into a couple more skeletons on the way. There's one right there. If you watch carefully, as I hit him, I'll be recovering health. See that? I'm recovering health. Once again, recovering health. Excellent weapon. Oh yeah, right. Gotta hit them when they're down, because these guys are undead. This weapon would be absolutely perfect if it had a downward strike as its light attack. That'd be, you can't have everything. Okay. Just going to continue along the edge of the cliff here until you see the notification, a beast eye quivers. Let's follow the edge of the cliff. There's the Beast Eye Quivers. There's the Tiber Merida down below. Let's just get down here. Double back. Jump onto this little platform here. Switch over to your carrying Regal Scepter and the Meteorite Staff in the offhand and Rock Sling, and should be able to take this guy out no problem with Rock Sling. Or if he sprays stuff at you. Yeah. You take a gold pickle foul foot and finish him off. That's what I'm talking about. A couple of snails down there. Another one over here. Let's get to see my health recovering. That little 1% of health for every hit really helps out. Alright, so same thing, we're going to continue along the edge of the cliff here towards the west until we can safely drop down. There is another Deathrite bird here. We're not going to deal with him yet, if at all. We can drop down here and then go over to the edge of this cliff here and find... As soon as the boss bar appears, you know you can safely drop down. Right here. So you can drop down here. And we're going to double back. There is Castle Sol ahead. We're going to activate the Set of Grace. That way we can come back here later on, which we are going to do. But our main objective right now is to take down that walking mausoleum. Okay, so let's get rid of the boss. And we're going to switch back to the Meteoric Ore Blade. And let's get into Walking Mausoleum mode. Flask. Go heavy on the health flask. We can withstand an indirect stomp. A direct stomp, though, will kill us. So you know the deal here, we have to break off all the crystals on each leg. And we're going to do that by using the Gravitas skill on the Meteoric Ore Blade. This is kind of tricky. What I would recommend is starting in this corner right here and work on each leg individually. And watch it, because this guy's a real trick. He's got some moves, eh? Sometimes he moves the same leg twice. So you kind of like do this kind of hit and run. Go for the leg that he's just moved. And then roll away right away. And then move on to the next leg. Okay, just get right up close. See those crystals there? See the crystals breaking off? That's what you're trying to do. Once you've done it on all four legs sufficiently, he'll come down. Like I said, this guy's got some moves. He can dance, so be careful. Okay, so I hit that leg twice. Usually I wait for him to make a move, that way I know which leg he has just moved. And he's kind of like... temporarily incapacitated right as he's making a move. Okay, so this is the last leg. Here, he's coming down, that's it. We did it. Okay, so that's great. That accomplishes two things. We don't have to listen to that big dong as we're working our way through Castle Sol. And number two, we can duplicate a remembrance and sell it for money. Okay, let's duplicate the Elden Lord Remembrance. That will give us the most money. And back to the round table, sell it off, and buy the final batch of smithing stones, 8 required to upgrade the great stars. Very good. Great stars is up to plus 21. Do an inventory. We need 12 smithing stones, 8. Let's go buy them. Alright, plus 22, plus 23, plus 24. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right, and don't you forget it. This is going to be absolutely essential as we start working our way through Crumbling Fair Missoula to go get the Shard of Alexander, which is what's coming up next. Let me just double check this with Mr. Laptop. Yep, we're going to the Dragon Temple Altar. Let me just do one thing here quickly before, because we got this lost runes. I hate that when that's like that marker is on the compass. It should be somewhere around here. It's only like 5 runes or something. It's from my practice runs of the Elden Beast boss fight. There you go. Okay. So that's off, and like I said, back to the Crumbling Fair of Missoula. We're going to start off at Dragon Temple Altar. Done and done. Thanks a lot for watching. If you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.